Welcome to the NoFace Show.
But yeah, that's it. With that being said, let's move into the Q&A section. We got a few questions here from Bart Monkey mentioned a few ones, and we can ask that, and then please feel free to go in the chat and ask more. I'm going back. Yeah, so actually, this was back when we were talking a lot about how independent artists have to do so much today in the music industry. He was asking, so he thinks it's kind of unfair that independent artists have to do so much work. He mentions they have to do all the things like music, grow their audiences, their marketing. So he kind of like asks, like, what will a label really do for them? Like, what if they're already doing everything by themselves, with all the marketing, all of their promotion, all of their managing? Like, what's the job of the label? Technically, that's would usually be the label's job. So what would the job of the label be, and how could that be fixed? Like, how could artists not have to do that much work,
Right. So doing something and doing something right are two different things. So most artists aren't doing those things properly. They're doing them to the best ability they can. But why would you go with a label? Well, is a label able to do those things that you're already doing, but they're able to do them better? That's really the difference. You can do a lot of different things, but are you doing what you're doing correctly or to the best of your ability? Also, do you want to be doing those things? So an artist wants to be an artist. They don't want to worry about marketing. They don't want to worry about social media management. So if a label can do those things properly for you, well, then that's a tremendous benefit, because you can't, in the music industry, you can't hold the nail, the hammer, and the ladder all at the same time. You need help.
Yeah.
Or it's going to take you a long time to try to get that house built. So that for me is look into the label, make sure the label is able to do the things that you don't want to do, but they're able to do them really well. Then you work as a team together. You do the creative, they're able to fulfill the other aspects of building and filling in the gaps. So that's really what you need a label for. But if it's not a good label, then well, you don't need them. You keep doing what you do until you find a label who's able to do those things well.
Yeah, it's also interesting that labels will sign artists who already have great marketing, already have great audiences, and later they'll do that for them, but they still want you to know how to do that. They still want you to succeed on your own before they help you reach an even
they
bigger
want proof
mass.
of concept. They just want to see that what you're doing works. That's any major label, anyone in business. They don't have the ability to dream anymore. You have to show them, hey, look what I've done on my own, and impress them. And so they know they can come in now and take what you've done and built it up bigger.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, 100%. So another person said that they think, in their opinion, right now it's 90% business, 10% music. What do you think is the percentage right now of an independent artist in terms of what they should be focusing about, or what the industry is like right now in terms of music talent versus just like business?
I mean, I always say 85-15, but it might be 100% business. Truthfully, it's business, because we're here to make money. Like we all are here today because we love music, but we have to find a way to make money with music so that we can continue to make music. So the reality is it's 100% business. Making the music is the easy part, but getting that music sold, getting it out there, finding a sync agent who can get it into movies and TV commercials and video games, that's what matters most. So is there a breakdown of percentage? I've heard, 50-50, 85-15, 90-10. For me, I think it's all business.
Yeah. I was saying 99% business, 1% melody.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, you have to get your business straight. And that is, to me, the most important. I know artists in the industry that aren't extremely talented, but they've got the business down hard and they do really well. And so is it more about talent or is it more about business? I think it's basically all business, because if you have great songs and great talent and you don't have any ability to get yourself out there, then what is all that talent doing for you? Nothing.
Yeah.
You'd be better off to be a businessman with less talent.
In the end, we're all entrepreneurs. We're all trying to build a brand, which is an artist's name essentially becomes a company, right? It becomes much more than your name. It becomes, potentially a full-time income. So it is like building a company in that sense. So yeah.
Right. Well, look at David Guetta, $100 million. He just sold his catalog.
So yeah, to
That's a
Warner,
great
yeah,
business
yeah.
move. Yeah, but that's a business move. He didn't get that. I mean, yeah, talent got his songs to the point where someone wanted to buy that, but that he got there because of great business decisions. It wasn't just music.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting that we mentioned that. I had a question, talking more about like how music and the audience of music has changed. They say they think right now people don't really sit to listen to music just to listen to music anymore. Like in the past, people had to go to a vinyl player to play music. They had to sit down in their living room and listen to music in the vinyl. Right now, with phones, everyone just has access to music, and it's kind of like it's become a background thing. People listen to music while they do another activity. So what's your opinion on that? And how do you think that affects music overall? Because it definitely has changed the way people listen to music.
100% correct. See, when you don't put any work into something, it loses its value. So getting up and putting the CD in the CD player and hitting the button, all of that is a process. It's taking you effort to do it. So you're going to listen more stringently because you had to take the record out and put it on the record player, right? The tape, you had to put it into the tape deck. You had to rewind, fast forward. And because of that, well, now you're really going to listen. But now when you just hit a button and the music comes on, it's like whatever. You didn't put any effort into it. You don't have any skin in the game. It was too easy. And so because of that, well, are you really listening? Do you really care? If you put a food in the microwave and you microwave it, okay, great. It tastes good. But how is that compared to it took mom 8 hours to make that sauce? And that paella took forever to make.
Oh
You
yeah.
sit down and you enjoy that. I mean, you taste everything that was put into it. If that was made in the microwave in 5 minutes, who cares?
I
And
love
that's
it,
where
man.
we're at with music. Music has
100%.
become the microwave of creativity.
I
People don't
love
put any effort into it.
I love your metaphors. I love your metaphors. And I feel like big like corporations like Spotify have been so successful at making music streaming as easy as possible. Now with playlists, you don't even have to choose the next song. They choose it
Right.
for you according to
Absolutely.
what the algorithm thinks you will like. So that's good for them that they were able to make it so easy, but not that good for artists because people
Right.
don't
Well, it's
appreciate.
fast food. It's junk food
Yeah.
now. Music just became fast food. Nobody, it's thrown together quickly. It's not the greatest thing for you. You don't learn anything from it. There's no storytelling anymore. It is just background noise. And that's unfortunate because it's something that is supposed to be so great and it's not anymore.
Yeah, and Bastian, the guy that asked that question, literally just he mentioned that he says he feels like music right now is just in background. So yeah,
Right.
so
It is.
that's awesome.